Hello there, how are you? All right, this is going to be a speech for consecutive interpreting. As I have explained before, a consecutive interpreting is the one that you need to listen to the story. In this case, it's going to be roughly 2-3 minutes story. It's very visual, and you need to find the structure of the speech, the main ideas, the secondary ideas, some details if you want. And then after I finish, you give your rendition into your target language. It may be Spanish, French, Portuguese, whichever, it doesn't matter. The speech is going to be in English. I am going to talk in a normal pace. The story, as I said, is quite visual. Please pay attention to it. Concentration plays a very important role when dealing with consecutive interpreting, of course, with simultaneous too. But in this case, try to find a place that is quiet, that you will not have any interruptions before you start listening to the video, and that you are going to be able to record yourself in order to self-monitor what you have done and maybe ask someone to see your video and to give you some feedback. The main elements or the key elements that you should focus on when you analyze your rendition are, first of all, voice. The voice needs to be likable for your audience. You cannot have a voice like this because if you speak like that, then it's going to be quite hard to understand. Or if you have a voice like this, it's going to be really annoying too. Try to modulate your voice. You need to speak loud, clearly into your target language. Another element that you should take into consideration is eye contact. As you can see, I am looking directly at you. I'm not looking down or up as if I am not paying attention to you. No, you have my full attention. Another aspect that you should consider when analyzing your consecutive interpreting delivery is the grammar, syntax, grammar, everything that has to do with the proper level of your target language. For example, if I am delivering this speech into English, I should pay attention to the subject-verb agreement, not to copy the syntax of the original message, to make my rendition at a very good level. Other aspects may include moving the hands too much, moving around, so that distracts your audience. So try to be relaxed. You are in control and you should own the speech. I think that I've spoken long enough. So let's start with the speech. Don't worry about terminology because it is quite simple. Okay, off we go. I'll start my speech now. Ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to tell you why God is good and He is with us all the time. Once upon a time, there was a king with his most trusted servant. Unfortunately, on a Monday morning, the king suffered an accident and lost his left hand. When he asked the servant, "Oh, dear servant, why me? Why have I lost my hand?" The servant answered, "God is good, and God is always with us." The king was furious, outraged by the servant's answer. So he ordered the servant to be imprisoned. Some days later, the king decided to go hunting. While he was in the woods, a tribe of cannibals seized the king, killed the others, and decided to sacrifice him for their gods. When they brought him to the altar, one of the elders realized that the king was not a full and able man because he didn't have his left hand. That's when the highest priest decided, this man is not complete. This is not a good element to be sacrificed to our gods. Just release him. He went back to his village and he was so full of joy and relieved that he ordered the immediate release of his servant. When the servant came to see him, the king asked, "Are you mad at me? Would you ever forgive me for imprisoning you?" The servant answered, "God is good, and he's always with us. I am not mad at you because I did not join you in this hunting trip since I was in jail. If I had accompanied you, they would have probably killed me because I have all my limbs complete. The king just looked at him and said, "You were right. God is good, and he is good, and he is with us all the time." Thank you very much. All right, so now you can turn this off because this is the end of the video, and good luck with your practice.